Do Basketball Wives season 5 episode 8. It wasn't too much to this episode, but we'll get into it anyway. It starts off with Susie and Tammy getting her hair done, and Susie just want to tell her about her situation with Tammy. Now Susie, shut up. I'm Susie, this is what I don't like about Susie. Bitch, don't play the victim card. Now all the seasons you want started shit, don't come on this season and act like you the punk. You don't start shit. You ain't about that drama. No, bitch. No. I'm not with that. She was telling her how she took little Tammy to see with her to see Tasha. Tammy like, wait a minute, hold up. You need to take accountability for your own bullshit. You better say you took little Susie, because when shit come out, I don't want nobody saying it was little Tammy. But so they talking about the little situation or whatever. And so they was Tammy was asking her, was she gonna apologize or she expect Tasha to apologize? Susie just expect Tasha to apologize. She was like, well, she needs to apologize, but I'll apologize for well, Tammy told both of them need to apologize, but she was like, well, I think that Tasha should apologize first or whatever. But I'm sitting there like, for what? For what? Now, shit, because to me, Tasha just said what everybody else be saying about where it comes to Susie being irrelevant. I know it was fucked up the way she did it, but shit, she was just saying what everybody else was saying. So why the fuck should all of a sudden Tasha apologize? Tammy, have you apologized for the way you treated Susie? Evan, have you apologized? Don't talk about it with each other on you guys did that, but when it gets y'all, I don't remember y'all just acting like y'all were so serious with y'all apology. Y'all just said, hey, y'all made Susie apologize to y'all and y'all brushed it off so she could still be y'all puppy. But I never once really seen Evelyn really apologize sincerely to Susie. I'm just saying. Tammy was like, oh, so you punked her. I'm like, girl, boo. No. She was like, yeah, I did. No, you didn't. You did. Maybe you punked her for the cameras because she didn't retaliate the way we would have retaliated, but I don't think she punked her. Anyway, Evelyn and Danny, I think this is a guy that he works on her clothing line with her. They talking about the clothing line or whatever. They were talking about how she want maxi dresses, and I thought she should go with that too, because that is what she's known for, is her maxi dresses. Now I do like her little denim little pants thing that she was having on. Them pants were sitting right on her. I'm just saying, like, I like those pants too. Whatever. When it comes to her clothing line, I just be like, whatever, because everybody on a reality show have a clothing line. But she was talking about all this different stuff she wanted to do. Okay, whatever. Then Evelyn get a call from Susie about Tasha. They talk about her little Tasha incident or whatever. Like I said, this episode wasn't shit. Susie, she don't know why Tasha feel like she can walk all over her and she can punk her and all this kind of stuff. Maybe because through the other 4 seasons, everybody else have. Maybe that's why she thinks she can punk you. And I don't really think that Tasha was trying to punk her. She just was telling her, bitch, you ain't irrelevant. Like, you don't even matter in this bullshit. So maybe that's what it was, but I don't think that Tasha was trying to treat Susie like a doormat, treat her like a punk. No, bitch, you just wasn't on her radar. Shani and Evelyn, they meet up to talk about, Shani, Evelyn, and Tammy, they go shopping. They talking about the yearly trip they usually have and how it usually go wrong, but they still take these yearly trips. And let everybody know that's like almost the season finale of a damn season, which I hope it is. But so they always go on this little trip for everybody. So they were talking about who all they was gonna be invited or whatever, and Tammy was like, are we inviting Tasha? And I was like kind of surprised at that. But we understand why. Because Tammy, first of all, Tammy, they should be talking about, are we inviting you? I love Tammy, you know, sometime. Yeah, sometime. I like Tammy, but it's just that, Tammy, this is the question they should be asking, are they inviting you? Because, for the simple fact, mostly every time you guys have went out of town, you have been the center of some shit. So, don't act like everybody else is the problem when you guys went out with Mika You were the problem. You were the problem when it came to Evelyn. You were the problem when it came to Keisha. So don't act like, and that's just, 3 different women, probably 3 different seasons. So don't act like you don't do shit, Tammy, like for real. But they were talking about inviting her. Evelyn is cool with it. Evelyn like, shit, I'm going regardless of who go. So I was cool with that. Okay, next scene was Shani and Marlon. They go on a boxing date. When they set this date, I wrote by my notes. What the fuck? Boxing, sorry fellas, but that is not a date. That is something you just do casually with your girl. You guys go boxing or exercising. But as far as a date, especially when you guys always complain you guys don't have time for each other, no. First of all, I don't want to do shit sweating if it ain't have nothing to do with having sex. I'm just saying. Like, maybe I'm just like Shani, like, hey, exercising is not in my forte. Unless that shit got something to do with a Dance Central Connect game, that's the only exercising I'm gonna do. Or if I have to take a walk somewhere, then it. But sweating, not unless it has something to do with sex. I'm just saying. But Shani wasn't feeling that shit either. Anyway, the next scene was Tammy. She had a fan appreciation for her nails. She's gonna do lip gloss or whatever. And if you want to, you can get it off her website. I think she's selling like 2 packs for $14.95. No, she ain't paying for me for shouting that out. But I did look on her website today to see how much her polish was and stuff. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not paying $14.95 for 2 damn items. Now I don't give a fuck if it's MAC, whoever. But $14.95, and I don't know how good that shit work. Not gonna happen. But anyway, I mean, she do got some nice ass colors on her line. I can't say that. She do got some nice colors. She had a lot of, celebrities come. She had Niecy Nash come. She had Elise Neal come. I even saw Stevie J. I don't know why Stevie J was there for a nail polish thing. But maybe because he worked for VH1, she worked for VH1, so they had to go. I don't know. But anyway, Susie come, Evelyn come, Shani come. Shani was late. She said as usual, Shani was late. But overall, everybody was telling her, like, oh, this is a real place. This is a real event. And I'm sitting there like, y'all some shady bitches. But she did have a nice event. It was, it looked like a lot of people was interacting. They wasn't just standing around. Everybody, the drinks was flowing. It just really seemed like an overall nice event. So kudos to Tammy for that. Evelyn, she calls Tasha because she wants to invite her to London or whatever. So they talk about that. She says it's cool. She going. They talk about who's going. She tell her Susie's going. And, Tasha's just like, I'm over that shit. I'm too grown for that. I ain't got time for that. If that bitch is still harboring over that, that's on her issues. But it can go really right or it can go really wrong. That's basically what Tasha was saying in London. Like, they can make up or they can not speak to each other. But she really can give 2 fucks about it. They show Shani. This week is her daughter's birthday. She's turning 11. Why didn't she get a big ass hoopty-doo party like Sharif, I think it was? He did. The same. But she had a family dinner at her grandmother's house. They show Shani's mother Mary. They show her sister Corey. And they had a nice little dinner. So that was cool. Sorry for the noise in the background, but hey. The next scene was Evelyn and Danny and I think her assistant or whoever the other girl was. They go talk about the clothes. They talking about they want to take this clothes to London. So she was trying to make sure the clothes are going to be right. They, they talked about it. The clothes, they say the clothes is going to be right for London, which they was because we seen how through the season premiere how she showed her clothes. So whatever. Tammy go to the doctor with her mama. I really don't want to speak too much about this because, as you know, her mother has passed on. So I really can't talk about some shit that it already happened. But it was an emotional roller coaster for Tammy because, like she said, that she don't have time for one doctor to get her hopes up. I mean, to tell them, hey, your mama dying, and then her mama's still sitting here. So she like, shit, I don't got time for this emotional roller coaster. I usually put a wall up because it's a drain on the family. And I can understand that when it comes to Tammy. Like, you don't want to dwell on somebody's dying and then they keep sitting here for years and years and years. So, look, y'all gonna give me a straight answer, you're not gonna give me a straight answer. But when it comes, like the doctor said, when it comes to that kind of illness, there's no straight answer. There's no time frame on exactly when she's gonna die. So y'all just gonna have to be fucking patient. That's basically what he was saying. Evelyn and Susie, they go shopping and they're talking about the London trip and she's telling her who's all invited. So they talk about Tasha going. Susie was just like, oh God, or whatever, but everybody is gonna go. So, bitch, you either roll with it or you're not. To me, Susie's a punk. She's a straight ass punk bitch, for real, for real. Evelyn is asking her, is she gonna behave? She just like, yeah. She might leave little Tammy at home, and Susie is like, yeah, leave that bitch at home. And I'm sitting there like, bitch, how you gonna take somebody else's ego? But whatever. They also talk about Tasha's and Tammy's beef. And so Evelyn is, everybody trying to figure out, like, is it gonna go right with Tasha and Tammy? And I'm sitting there like, y'all worried about too much of nothing. Like, this shit y'all worried about is stupid. Y'all need to be worried about, bitch, do we got our clothes, do we got our heels right? Bitch, I don't give a damn who speaks to me. We all gonna go on a trip because we contracted to go. So, who cares who goes? Bitch, you stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine. She tell her how she's gonna launch her clothing line or whatever, and Susie's like, bitch, I didn't even know you had a clothing line. So you bitches is friends, but nobody know who's doing what. Like, and then my thing is, Evan, why nobody know that you have a clothing line, but you got mad at Jennifer when Jennifer didn't tell nobody she had that lip gloss line? Like, I'm just saying. Anyway, after that, Tammy get a phone call from Kenya. Kenya's in LA, Tammy's in LA, so she's got a record deal now. She's talking about she's performing her single, and she wants the girls to come. Basically, she wants these girls to come because she's talking about one of them in a damn song. So, which one? I don't know. My guess is Evelyn. What is y'all guess? But if Tammy is like, okay, cool, but I'm not going to tell the girls until we come back from London. I'm sitting there like, why? Why do it have to be a big-ass secret? Especially when, Tammy, you say you support her anyway, so do you got to get the girls on board for all of you guys to go? Or it's not going to be seen on camera? What? But we'll get to see it because y'all know she get into it with Susie. Anyway, Susie and Tammy, they meet up. They talking about the London trip. They talking about bringing little Susie, little Tammy, whatever. Like I said, Tammy, that's when she told her, hold up, you bring your own damn person. You need to take accountability. You need to bring little Susie and take accountability for that. Susie was talking about how she just don't want to be a doormat. I'm like, no, bitch, you're scary. You scary. You start shit and then don't want the consequences of the shit that you started. That's all I see from her. And Susie got balls when she talking to Evelyn and Tammy. And I just be like, y'all need to stop pumping this fucking girl up for y'all get her ass beat. I'm just saying, like, y'all gonna get this girl ass beat. And even Tasha was saying she was gonna get her ass beat if she don't slow down. I mean, not Tasha, Tammy. So I'm sitting there like, why do y'all pump this girl up and she seem like she can't fight? Just saying. Like, if she ain't got no bucket of water like she did her old girl in the first season, I'm just saying, like, what else can she do? I don't even know why Susie is on this show to stir up drama because she don't have no career. She don't have a man. All she do is talk about people and then don't want the backlash. Bitch, why are you here? Or did they need somebody that they can pump? Just saying. Anyway, they talk about the gift comment from Tasha or whatever. And Tammy, why are you dwelling on that? Bitch, you know you ain't gonna get her a gift anyway. Because if you would have got her a gift, you would have sent her the gift the night of her party. Or had her gift ready at that restaurant when she came to cuss all y'all out. Just saying. But just the sales lady brought over the sales lady brought over a bottle of wine called Bougie. So Tammy was like, hey, we should buy that for Tasha because it's called Bougie. They think Tasha's bougie, whatever. So then Evelyn and Shani meet up at the end. They talk about Marlon and his goddamn boxing date. And Shani is just basically like, when we go to London, I'm just going to show him how to be romantic. And I'm like, you guys been together at least for like 2 or 3 seasons we've seen. And if he don't know how to be romantic by now, boo-boo, he is not going to be romantic. Maybe you need to go get a video game and maybe y'all can play that. But as far as going on a date and dinner and all that kind of stuff, I don't see it happening unless you're paying for it. I'm just saying. They talk about Evelyn's clothing and her bringing it to London or whatever. They also talk about, is everybody gonna cool? Is everybody gonna hold their liquor? And they basically was talking about, is Tammy gonna act right? And I'm sitting there like, why y'all not getting on Susie? Because I remember, what was that, season 3, when Susie went to Royce's event and she was drunk and she was talking loud as shit doing her little event. So why is it only Tammy and her drinking that's the problem? I'm just saying. So anyway, that's how this season ended with basketball. I mean, not the season. This episode ended with Basketball Wives. Season 5, episode 8. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this episode, which I thought it was boring as shit, but I'm quite sure you guys don't think that too, because usually in the comments y'all tell me y'all thought this was boring as shit. But I'm gonna keep on reviewing it because I don't want to stop like I did New Jersey Housewives. I'm just saying I'll stop that shit because that shit was stupid. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Talk to me, I'll talk to you back. Make sure you check out my girl Ashley Miller 1987, Scotty from Mr. Still Standing, Mike B 801. Make sure you check us all out. We all do great reviews. Mike B don't do Basketball Wives, and if he did, I would be like, wait boo, you doing Basketball Wives? I can't even see him watching this kind of girly show. So anyway, like I said, check us all out, which we'll interact with you guys. It's not a problem. All right, peace.